Greetings, mortals. I am Arkmode, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate.
I was eyeing this controller like I'm gonna need it again. But no, we don't need it. No need for filthy controllers. Okay. Moderately clean controllers. Whatever. So, when last we left off, we apparently were in Durlag's level 2, B2, B3, one of these basements, and we were puttering around doing something, I'm sure. We are on double speed, I forgot about that. Okay, what the hell was I doing? Are you invisible? Sorry. I can't tell if she's invisible. Probably, right? No, she has a cloak of displacement, so let's take that off. She is not invisible. Okay. Alright, so she's making herself invisible. And we are going to turn off AI. I don't actually remember where all the traps are. What did you just find? She just found a door that she couldn't actually see. Okay, seems legit. Okay, so we opened that door. I really like Durlag's tower. Like, I like these kinds of, like, so what is this? So I already activated that accidentally. Okay. Alright, so we have a bunch of traps to disarm. And we can keep on going. But it's been quite a while since I played. I've been doing a bunch of other stuff since I got back. But I am glad that I am back to it, actually. I really like the Baldur's Gate series. It's just sometimes I feel like I want to do something, you know, very new. Which occasionally works out fine. And let's see. So it looks like we are done with that. So we're going to save this and send everybody in, I guess. Is there a thing I can interact with? Alright. It's Wardstone. Another Wardstone.
Islan, your hair is down, my love. The torch has got her, darkness falls, 'tis time we slept, my sweetling. Islan, my love, my love, my love, my...
Oh, fuck. That's not good. I forgot that he did that. Okay, so we're going to need to do this a little bit differently. Alright, so that's done, and we are ready to dive in here. So it's casting Mirror Image, which is suboptimal. I'm going to send everybody in except her. Oh, shit. Oh, the door locked! I forgot the door locked. Oh, shit. That was a 16? Oh boy. This is Elspeth, this is not what I need. This is the slashing one, right? Alright, so +3 versus slashing. Still not optimal. I'm gonna chant. Protection from evil seems like a good plan. So what did that hit on? That was a 20. And what was the other one? Also 20. Okay, so we now have to deal with this greater doppelganger. I think it's already got the invis active, right? Or the mirror images. I completely forgot, because I'm a dope, that I have the ability to do this. So everybody else needs to come around this side. And anything that I need to do, really? Improved invisibility might end up being necessary, but probably won't be. So do I want to cast mirror image? Yeah, I'm just going to cast mirror image and we're just going to tank and spank. We could just try to blind it, and that would probably be more effective, honestly. So illusion's been dispelled. It immediately hit the mirror image target. Oh! I was wondering what class I don't even remember what classes I have available. Oh, man. So I didn't have the Scald Song in position. So it's broken through all of my things already. Nope, that's not right. Keep that up. Do I want to blind it? Cloud Kill is definitely not going to help me. I don't actually have blind on my bar. Try using command on it. Okay, we might be able to kill this thing first. These doppelgangers, man. Serious business. Alright, so took a bunch of damage there. She has the stone skin, right? Yeah. So we should. Nope, wrong character. Okay, so we got one of the ward stones, and we should be able to open. This is gonna be champion strength, Otuluk's resilient sphere, defensive harmony, and protection from lightning. Heroism and other potions. Not that. So there isn't a word stone there. Can I open this now? Nope. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put stuff in her inventory and have her identify stuff. So this is +4 bonus and +2 on saving throws. She's got the Cloak of Balderon right now. So I think that's it. So we hit the sparring dummy, and hitting the sparring dummy gives us another door open. I totally remember how this all plays out. I know all these puzzles, right? I've only played this game 6 dozen times. Potions of heroism. We can stack those together. Everybody has a ring of protection on us, I think. Anything else I can put in the gym bag safely? I have a staff spear. Do I have a better staff than that? She has a +3 staff. That's good to know. Let's see. Who has the least amount of stuff? He has basically nothing. So we're just gonna go pick all this shit up. Now you are still invisible. There is no trap here yet. Why so stern all the time? Come down from that throne and revel in your family for a spell. Oh shit. You and I built a fortress here, son. The treasures lie safe and the clan grows strong, so let down your guard a moment, fool. So this door is locked.
Dwarf meat. If you wish to fight, then let us fight and be done with ye.
Okay then. Well, you guys go ahead and you kill yourselves. I want nothing to do with it. So we've got presumably a trio of greater doppelgangers in there. Oh shit. Mistakes were made. Nope, mistakes. Come down. Okay. This door does eventually open back up, right? Oh, do I have to open it again this one? Yep, okay. So, we've reopened the door. And now we can start pulling, I guess. Unfortunately, we are probably going to have to pull. But we can get rid of the thinger here. Come on. Get rid of, there we go. Get rid of his illusion. There are 3 graders. They all look like they're hasted. Are they all hasted? Okay, yeah, they're all hasted. So she is gonna dive here. You know what? I'm gonna. That's the exact wrong direction to go. 19 is a hit. Shit, that was a natural 20. So many natural 20s. Alright, so that was just stupidity on my part. Let's see here. I'm going to cast all of our heals. I think the haste might have just went off. Yeah, the haste wore off. So this thing's going to recast the haste on itself. We're going to cast. Let me take a look. So, slashing, this is definitely the optimal for slashing. We have the Helmet of Balderon, we have the Golden Girdle, we have a ring +2, we have a large shield +1. Do we have a +2 shield? Because we don't need. Protects against crits and all forms of panic and morale failure. Those are good things to be immune to. So. I thought I picked up a +2, like, buckler or something. Because even just like a buckler is going to be worth it, but apparently not. So we have Buckley's Buckler. This is a +3 short sword. I did not realize I had a +3 short sword. That's good to know. I don't think there is anything else I can do for AC, or I would have already done it. She could cast Blur. So I think if we're going to try and tank and spank, we're going to first take this off. We are going to cast haste, and then we're going to dive in. Okay. So we now have that done. Illusion's dispelled, and he's hasted. We're hasted. Everybody is hasted. She's too far away, I think. Did I cast Protection from Evil? I did not. So we're going to cast Protection from Evil. And then dive in. And you are just going to chill here. Okay. So, nailed it. Oh, are you kidding me? Everybody's already fatigued? Jesus. Alright. I did not realize that haste was that short a duration. So this means that we are definitely going to need some better stuff here. Let's go ahead and blind you. Save versus spell. That's not going to help at all. I mean, this thing really does need a very high number to hit her. So, the probability that it actually kills her before it dies doesn't seem like it's that high. That's going to be another -1 for it. A +1 for the whole party. And I think we're going to have to take a nap. Okay. Okay. So I've killed 2 doppelgangers. And we're going to have to reload. Let the save scumming commence. Is it actually possible to rest here without getting interrupted by a pair of doppelgangers? Yeah, okay, so I think we're going to do one more. Hey, the one more did it. Alright, so she's going to heal herself. And unfortunately, haste has like no duration whatsoever. So I can cast Spirit Armor on Severia if I want and have her be the tank. She has... no, I can't do that because she can't get the full plate bonus. And the full plate bonus is like +3 or something to slashing, right? It's +4 versus slashing, so Severia is not going to be tanking against anything that's reasonably high level like this. So, what we can do is cast Stone Skin. That lasts for 8 hours. And one thing that I could do if I want, I could just go around resting whenever I want. I can use protection from evil 15-foot radius. And when I run out of protection from evil, so we're just going to pull back. Are you invisible? No. So, casting invisibility on her. It's close. There we go. Illusion dispelled. So, we can now have her dive, follow her up with these 2, and have you follow them as well. While this situation is going, we should be able... I already checked here, I think, so... There. Save the game. I think that when you do have like easy enemies that aren't going to cause a problem for you, I think that it's really important to ensure that you are that you're disarming traps and doing other stuff to sort of maximize your usage of time. Oh shit. I'd forgotten about this. Okay, so we now have to deal with these like good and proper. Can I use hold person on you? Are you susceptible to hold person while you are pretending to be a person? So that was improved invisibility, so I can't target you with any spells until they're purged. Until that's purged, rather. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, bye. So I had forgotten about that. So basically when I go in here, it's going to trigger a couple of doppelgangers to spawn. One of them is pretending to be Durlag, one of them is going to pretend to be someone random. Okay, so these are in Greater Doppelganger form. Okay, well that makes life a lot easier. So it's a couple of Greater Doppelgangers that aren't actually switching form. I'm gonna go ahead and use a chant. And probability that they burn through my stone skins is pretty low, I think. Oh shit, they're healing. Can I have you and you? Okay. I don't think they're susceptible to it. This is gonna be annoying as hell. Oh shit, why are you not attacking? Because it technically turned into someone else. Lovely. So this disrupts the entire strat. Okay, so you are gonna have to kite. And it burned through my fucking stone skins because of that, the extra HP it had. So that's not good. I don't have hold monster, do I? I think Hold Monster might also be level 5, so... Let's see here. Okay. So, I'm gonna have Yeslik try to use Hold Person on this one. I wouldn't think that the shapeshifted form would give it the vulnerabilities of that form, but it actually might. So, it's worth trying. And she does not have the blind spell for some reason. Let's try a hold person. There's not really a lot of targets that are even conceivably going to be vulnerable to hold person, so might as well try it. Against the blind. We don't have greater malice. What the hell weird specialized setup do I have that I'm not using? I'm wondering whether it loses its line when it shapeshifts. Life is set. There we go. So they're both blind. Okay, so since they are both blind, what the fuck? So periodically, this guy is just going to approach my protagonist, it looks like. Yes? No? Maybe? Okay, I don't think I can hit these guys with melee attacks. Based off of what I just saw there. I can't hit them with melee and still benefit from the enemies. So, who is it that's going to start shooting them to shit? I could potentially just throw a cloud kill on them. I wonder if he's just wandering randomly. It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's deliberately approaching. Oh, okay. She's the one who has Malison. And we can now just toss a web on them. Toss another web. Okay, so you can be made immune to the webs. Fuck. So he shapeshifted while he was held, it looks like. The fuck? Well, that's an interesting bug. I think he's now invincible. Okay, so we killed the greater doppelganger. Wow, this game has the weirdest bugs. So that guy is taking damage now. Need you to fail your saving throw, friend. Fail it. Irritating. So... see what happens when I do this. Whoa, that was a wider AoE than I thought it was. So this thing's just going to take poison damage. So we can just cast this again, I guess. That doesn't do anything with these. Actually, I don't want to use his heals. I want to use her heals first. Since she's the person who is going to have a more difficult time casting in combat. Yeah, these are going to be really rough on this difficulty. That was super interesting, though, that I think we killed an extra copy of these, because I think the ability that's summoned... Because... Let me take a look back up here. So... This is after. God damn it. I should have checked the thing. Because I got experience, I think, from killing something. So I'm pretty sure that we killed a doppelganger that failed to disappear when it, like, created a new doppelganger. Let's see here. You have, how much constitution? 19. Do I have anything that increases constitution? Buckler is not equipable by her, I don't think. No, it's not. So... Okay, a lot of +2 weapons for her. I don't have any +3s. Okay, so you are doing fine. You're not susceptible to hold person, right? I'm gonna just... Yeah, I think we have pretty decent confirmation that they do not have that even when they're in humanoid form. So I guess I could just dive. He's in cleric form right now. He can't possibly have that high attack. Oh, bludgeoning. Damage type change. Jesus Christ. Missed on an 18. Yeah, it was 20. I just realized that we're going to have to go through a thing that requires de-invising anyway. So there's no actual purpose to having her invisible right now. Okay, so we're going to heal up again. Yeah, doppelgangers are nasty because they are not they're not susceptible to most of the standard like CCs. And you can use stuff like web tactics. I probably could have done web and then put both of my DPSers in there and had an easier time with it. Okay. So, if I... Turns out I was wrong. I'm pretty sure I could have gotten over here while invisible. That's fine. So, we're recasting Invis. We have everything off. And now we go into this room, which I remember quite well. Seem to be detecting a lot of traps around corners. Kind of weird. Okay, single potion. Single potion. More books. Motion. Wordstone, Polymorph Self, Potion of Freedom, and some Ambush. Alright, so this is a spell that's learnable by a lot of people. Okay. So. Okay, so I think. Are my wizards? Are you high enough for level 4 spells? You are high enough for level 4 spells. That's good. So I can use emotion on you. Cannot use it with her. And she can use several castings of it potentially. The question is, who do I want to put it on? Do you have Greater Medicine? Do I want to... Okay, I'm going to put one of these, and I'm going to give myself emotion. This is potentially going to be a very effective CC. So... Are you invisible? Did I accidentally turn off your invisibility? I guess we'll find out. Okay, these things, interestingly enough, are not doing what I thought they were doing. Oh wait, this is interesting. I have Hold Undead on somebody. Now is the time. Use chant. These are not actually using standard ghast AI, so they're easier than normal ghasts would be. I assume they're all held, so we just want to do maximum DPS. Boom. They dropped a wand of fire. Bunch of cool stuff. Okay, so not the right person. Save the game. Can't open this. And we're about, what, halfway done with this floor? These Dwarven Doom Guards are going to be quite a nuisance. Okay. There's a lot of corpses in here. So that one's attacking me. Alright, so what do I want to do here? I don't know why I have all those castings of that. Was it just for the lulls? Like, okay. So it's back to slashing. Oh. Alright. It's suboptimal to actually kill them while they're doppelgangers, because you'll get less loot. Kind of weird doppelgangers, because doppelgangers do not, I think, have the ability to mimic your equipment. They just mimic your body. So these are some kind of special doppelgangers. Okay, so do I have another casting of Invis somewhere? No, I do not. We are going to... Oh, these are arrows of detonation? Nice. Very nice. What do I want to do? We want to cast Mirror Image and pop in there. Just to aggro her. Okay, her spell has apparently bugged out. At some point, it's presumably going to finish casting, but it's going to be a while. I don't think she's invisible anymore, so that's good. Okay, so he's healing himself, and he's back in bludgeoning form. Should have done this earlier, but it's fine. Shit. Back to slashing. And hopefully it doesn't kill me before I kill it. Okay. Okay. Throwing a Cure Light Wounds out. And you know what? So she's presumably going to cast... I think she can cast Lightning Bolt. I'm going to just cast Protection from Lightning. Excuse me. Seriously? Oh shit, she swapped to Durlag. Okay, so... So Durlag uses a slashing weapon, I think. I think he's using an axe. You cannot blind, so you're not terribly useful to me. We cast Defensive Harmony. Okay, we're gonna cast Blind. We're not gonna cast Blind, apparently. Oh, he's invisible. Oh no. Them combos. Alright, turn off AI so that we can... Ouch. Jeez, 2 people dead in like a quarter of a second. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, if they swap into Durlag form, it's pretty nasty. Because Durlag has full plate armor, so... With the full plate and their AC bonus, it's just... ridiculous. Okay, so she swapped over to Durlag. Can't cast that, so... Oh, he's in Keel form now. He's in the Greater Doppleganger form now. Harmony. You know, let's do it. Was that about Dwarven Doom card? I did something that had an impact on the Dwarven Doom cards. I honestly feel like with the AC bonus from the improved invisibility, it's honestly just not going to be feasible. I think I just have to basically retreat and wait for this effect to end. Okay, so we've come across here, and she's in Islan form now. Back to Durlag. Hey! No more invisibility for you, friend. Alright, so we're going to save this, and we are going to have... we're going to cast some spells, probably. You know what we can do, actually? We can pop over here and start throwing out blinds, because I mean, you can't actually do anything about it unless that happens. You know what I'm going to try to do? Did I just dodge the lightning bolt? I think I just dodged the lightning bolt. It's so funny. Even oh, she swapped over to Durlag. Alright, I was gonna say. So let's take off the armor again. I was gonna say, even in caster form, she can still beat the shit out of my tanks before they kill her. Life is sad. I say tanks, because Kensai are totally tanks. Okay, so this thing is completely helpless now. Can I actually hit it? Yes! So it's blinded, and because it's blinded, I can hit it from further away. Or, because it's blinded, it can't see me. But more importantly, because it's standing right there, it's standing in a position where it can't approach me. So we're at, range for my attacks, and we're not at range for its attacks. But because of the fact that we've got it blinded, even if it can't swap, well, I guess it could. It could swap to his lawn, but even if it swapped to his lawn, it wouldn't matter because it's blind, so it's not going to actually do anything. So, assuming I managed to kill it before the blind wears off, Jesus. Taking forever. She has invis. Oh, she has invis. I didn't realize that I had invis on her. No. In this? In this, this is a very, like, bog standard, like, Dungeons and Dragons game. Yeah, so that's what I kind of anticipated was about to happen if I did that. Life is sad. Okay, well, I guess that means I need to do something different. It was going slowly enough that I really just wanted to try and put an end to it, but no such luck. I'll go ahead and use a Nahal's Cloud Kill, hopefully. Sex change on who? It says Wild Search sex change, but nobody actually had their sex change. Alright. So what do I want to do now? You have haste, you have blur. No. So basically, there is weapon proficiency, and that's. Wait, what? God damn it! Apparently, I teleported in too early. Life is sad. Okay, so we need to do this over again. Apparently, are you blind still? Oh, you're still blind. Can I hit you from here? The melee attack? No. What is your Thaco if I give you a two-handed sword? Because I feel like if I gave you this, what's your Thaco now? 6. Alright, so she's going to do probably a better job of this regardless, because she's actually proficient with her weapon. Okay, we're going to swap you you are going to use this. Alright, well, we'll just kind of stand here, and she gets a crit on a 19 or a 20, so she should be able to kill this thing. At some point, it'll transition into Keel or whatever, and that'll be fine. Start healing itself. It might not actually, because technically speaking, I don't think it's in combat. Alright, so I stand corrected. It will transition to this, which is actually good for me because I can start beating on it repeatedly. And she actually hits on a 14 now instead of hitting on like a 20. So since she doesn't only hit on a crit now, we can take a look over here. Because she crits on both a 19 and a 20. And second edition does not have a confirmation roll to crit. In third edition, you could get to the point where you could crit on like a 10 or something, but the key is that roll would actually have to hit in order for it to actually crit. Whereas in this game, you automatically hit when you hit your crit threshold, but you can't get your crit threshold quite as crazy. Though with the stacking of luck effects in certain Infinity Engine games, you really can get some just grotesque results. Luck is extremely powerful in a D20 game. I know it's shocking. No one would have expected luck would be a good statistic for rolling dice. Protection from evil, chaotic commands. These are just like priest spells, so they're good spells, but because I don't use consumables, it's not as impactful. So maybe at some point we will feel like we need to. Okay. But for now, no need. Okay. Does she need polymorph self? Not really. What area do you need? I think she needs Nautilus Resilience Sphere. I don't think I can afford to have that fail. Let's try this again. Hey, success. Oh, fail. Should have saved after I did the first one. Oops. Uh-huh. Wow, you are really not trying very hard, are you? Come on. There we go. Oh! You should maybe equip your armor back on, huh? Oh, this is just a door I can pick the lock on. Ha! Imagine that. I love how just completely full of traps this place is. I do feel like this is like an archetype of dungeon that's kind of missing in a lot of modern games. Of This is the dungeon of a total maniac, crazy person who thought that it was a good idea to, you know, basically create a dungeon from hell. And, you know, okay. Alright, so I think I just opened all of the doors. This, I think, is open now. So we have... oh, we finished this level, actually. So, do we want to try and take down the Doom Guards? The Dwarven Doom Guards are going to be some trouble. They're going to be trubs. And how do I want to handle the Dwarven Doom Guards? Okay, we're going to take a nap. There we go. Severia heals a pretty good amount of HP from having that high constitution. And in the next game, she'll be able to regen passively, but that's not really going to help me that much in the next game. Okay, so we finished dealing with the Dopplegangers in this level. Now we just need to deal with the Doom Guards. And they are going to be causing trouble for us. It's locked. Also locked. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I want to put you here. You're going to go here. Just chill. And we're going to cast... take this off. Cast Blur and Mirror Image, I think. Oh, you know what I should have done? She has the ability to use a spell sequencer. I forgot. Okay. I'm just forgetting all my stuff. So that is a slashing weapon. Clearly we have the appropriate thing here. Doom Guards. Are Doom Guards evil? Probably. They're undead, I think. I don't think Hold Undead works on them. I guess the idea that undead were inherently evil was really a 3rd edition thing. I don't know that that was a 2nd edition thing. In 3rd edition, mechanically speaking, undead were always evil because they were charged by negative energy. Negative energy is what sort of fuels undead. And since they are fueled by negative energy, they are automatically, mechanically evil. So they are all charging me. So it looks like they do have the ability to do... No! assholes. Interesting. Alright, so the other thing that I'm going to do... So Keel's Buckler gives +1 Dexterity and +1 AC. So that is, functionally speaking, just a +1 Buckler. And does 19 give me an extra point of AC? I don't think it does. I don't think that elves start with an extra AC over everybody else. Is she a half elf or something? Yeah. Is it in? Oh, right. I was looking at the buckler, so. Yeah, so that would not give her any bonus AC. We are still in combat. Oh! Interesting. They followed all the way across because they can. That's really funny. There's literally no closed doors between us and them. Hello, friend. Please tell me you have plate. Okay, good. So she does have her plate armor on. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that did not end the way that I wanted it to. Okay, we're going to move all these people back here. We're going to try this again. So this is the only one that actually aggroed, so to speak. Which is unfortunate because it's the one that I didn't want to aggro. Are your friends coming? It doesn't look like it. But yeah, killing these Doom Guards is going to be very difficult because of that AC bonus. It burned through my mirror images. It did not burn through my stone skins yet. I don't even know if you're susceptible to blind. Probably, right? Normal Doom cards are. Okay, so it's dealing some fire damage. Do I have a chant? Nope. Do you have a chant? You have 3. Yep. Just one Doom Guard is causing this much trouble for me. $14 damage from just the fire. That was a crit. And it is missing on a 19. So, but I am out of stone skins, so there's the significant possibility that it hits me with a crit and I just get insta-gimped by the combined damage. I need to figure out if there's other things I could be doing to pump my Thaco, because... Yeah, I missed the way that Legacy of Ball was before they added the AC bonus. Because the AC bonus is kind of just ridiculous. Makes it so that enemies that can't be, like, effectively crowd controlled, that have, like, basically it makes Doomguard specifically dramatically more powerful. Because anything that has a really good AC already, because of the fact that you can't actually get any levels, so you can't get your Thaco to a good place, you're not going to be able to actually hit anything. Like, my Thaco of 1 seems really good until you realize just how crazy the AC bonus on these things is. So... let's see here. I could try blinding them. I don't know if they're even susceptible to blind, is the issue. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. So I guess I can just cast Greater Malice in them there. Okay, so all 3 of them have had their saving throws lowered. They're not onto me yet. She doesn't actually have the spell that I'm thinking of, so somebody else is going to need to do the job. Fuck. And the issue is that because of the inconsistency with reporting, I can't actually know whether that actually meant that it's immune or not. Because it didn't, as far as I can see, make its saving throw. But that does not actually mean that it failed its saving... yeah, it doesn't actually mean that it failed its saving throw. Okay, so... that time it did fail its saving throw. So that thing is blinded. And that means a couple things. The first is that it means that that's blinded. It also means that it's capable of being blinded. We got both of those blinded. Perfect. Alright. Why am I still in combat? Alright, the music is still going, but I'm not actually still in combat. Alright, it looks like these do not have an AI pattern that will allow them to come at me. So, we will... yes. What do you people want to do? For the staff spear, I guess. So it is blinded, which means that we have a +4 bonus to hit, basically. But I might just stop attacking. That was weird. Alright, so we're just gonna pound on both of them on different sides of the world and see how it goes. It would obviously be optimal to use a bludgeoning attack on both sides over here. How on earth is Severia doing more damage? Well, that's weird. Just more luck, I guess? But yeah, as far as I can tell, in terms of dealing with the... oh, right, because Severia hits way harder per hit. That's probably it. She's got the +2 damage from Kalisa. The +2 to Thaco isn't sufficient to get her above, but the +2 damage should be pretty beneficial. Stabity, stabity, let's all make with stabity. So unfortunately there is one left, and the Greater Malison is not going to be effective anymore once we've done this. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so we're now going to go over here and kill our way through this thing. Yeah, I definitely feel like I probably should have chosen a different weapon selection for Severia. I had kind of forgotten that everything with good AC is going to have a ludicrous AC against non-bludgeoning attacks. Let's see. Do we have blind on somebody? You have 4 blinds. Okay, so we're going to blind the last one. She's going to walk over here. And we're going to have you come in here. Anybody else with blind? You don't have blind. And you do. Alright, so these two are going to come over here. We're going to try to get this blind off. We have a lot of castings, so... Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Well. Oh, she has Malison too. Okay, we're gonna Malison it first. Oh, that was unexpected. So we missed with the Greater Malison. You're gonna pop here. You're gonna pop to here first. Try to get this off. Blinded. Okay. So, with this being blinded, we're going to go ahead and save. And there we go. So, but yeah, luckily these things don't have the same AI that those doppelgangers did, because if they did, that would be really, really shitty. It'd take a lot of work to deal with. What is your... You actually have two-handed weapon style. So I should probably give you a staff. Some sort. Is this near a staff? Yes. So rather than a sling, which I don't think is that useful at this point, I should probably give her a two-handed staff. Looks like I don't have a two-handed staff that's any good. Alright. That's something to pick up. I'll need to pick up another two-handed staff. I could give the two-handed sword to Severia, but it's fine. It's actually interesting. I wonder how they went about designating... I guess they did it based off the Baldur's Gate 2 files. One of the things that's kind of interesting is that if you look at the itemization balance in Baldur's Gate, the game was... Oh shit, I'm an idiot. The game was itemized with the intention that a lot of the weapon skills were all merged. So like Bastard Sword... I think Bastard Swords, Two-Handed Swords, and Long Swords were all under Large Sword. So so one set of proficiencies could give you a variety of useful weapons to use. And one of the consequences of the way that using the Baldur's Gate 2 engine is just that all of a sudden it's very, very critically important what your proficiencies are in, because all of a sudden there's just very, very specific proficiencies instead of the sort of generic, like, oh, well, I can use basically every bludgeoning weapon, or, oh, I can use basically every, like, every type of sword, right? Things like that. My characters appear to be trapped inside of each other. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see. But we have successfully gotten through this section, and now we just need to get into that feels a little cheating. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. Alright, so which direction do we want? I guess we probably want to go after the wyverns. Get wrecked, scrub. Actually, how cheesy do I want to be? It kind of defeats the purpose of Arkmode if I go full on cheese. But it just occurred to me that those annoying as hell permanently invisible creatures, I could actually do some very mean-spirited things to them just by locking them out of this room. I'm actually going to invis myself and pop over here. And I think I should be able... I know where some of them are. So, like, I know there's one here somewhere. I should hypothetically be able to purge the invisibility. Ta-da. Because I'm pretty sure there's one in there. Should probably be a little bit more careful. I know there's traps around here. Da-da. The thing is that I don't actually remember stylistically, like, what my playstyle was. Wow, that took so long. Okay, so there's monsters about here. And I think I just walked into it, so it should be right here. So if I stand next to this thing, can I purge its invisibility this way? Or is their invisibility not subject to purging? See, I cannot move here. That means that this is where the critter is. But it looks like I can't purge its invisibility for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, it might just be that I don't have high enough detect illusions. Now, this is definitely not the direction I'm going to want to go first. It's closer than it had to be. So we got a bunch of skeletons here. The vast majority of these traps are basically just centered along the middle of these platforms. Okay, so we made it into the back here. Okay, so this door is where it is. Now, we pop over this direction. Because see, the thing that I think would be funny, there's a greater wyvern, there's another greater wyvern. I think it would be really funny to pull the greater wyverns over to the explosive trap and just let the explosive trap kill everything in this entire area just for the fun of it. Like, that to me sounds very amusing. Does she have the cheetah boots on? Yes, she does. I'm just wondering whether I want to do that or not. It's kind of cheesy, but it's honestly, I don't think, any more cheesy than just blinding them and then beating them up from range. And it's at least a new way of cheesing things. So, I think I actually am going to do that. What? Why are you... The fuck was that? I told her to go here, and she started walking down here. Greetings, adventurer. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Can we pull you in here? Please. Shit. I'm gonna get blown up. I got blowed up. Okay. I didn't time things correctly. The goal is to time things. Whoa, okay. So she's actually... This is the speed that she's supposed to be moving. I thought she wasn't moving at proper speed. I needed to unequip and put the boots back on. Like, this doesn't seem like boots of speed. I think I can just walk over here now. Interesting. So, it gets stuck there, and... Oh, the Greater Wyvern did take damage there. Perfect. Okay, so we can literally... Oh, shit. That's... In some context, you could consider that to be using a summon. Okay. Okay. Magic resistance. Okay, interesting. So yeah, we can kill the Greater Wyverns by just bringing them to that place where they will blow up via fireball. I could probably do that to just about everything on this floor if I want to be really cheesy about it. And let's face it, it's Baldur's Gate. It's all about the cheese. There's a lot of HP. I'm not going to get any experience from it, but it doesn't actually matter because I don't need the experience. Because, like, I'm capped on EXP anyway. So who gives a crap? Perfect. Okay. So we have another Greater Wyvern. We're just going to pull it to where we want it to be. But yeah, from a practical perspective, just like with everything else, the dealing with the Greater Wyverns is just a matter of getting them blind and then killing them from outside of their range of attack. Their Thaco is going to be too high, or too low, I guess. Their accuracy is going to be too high for me to be able to actually tank and spank them. with any reasonable expectation of success. So they would definitely be save or die territory. There we go. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But I anticipate in Baldur's Gate 2 I'll have better ability. Oh, okay, well, misjudged that completely. I imagine in Baldur's Gate 2 I'll have an easier time doing stuff without needing to resort to quite so much, just getting it blinded and then beating on it when it can't fight back. It's just that, unfortunately, in Baldur's Gate 1... What? Why did you stop moving? Okay. In Baldur's Gate 1, because of the fact that you have this just, flat, plus X to your thinger, to their AC and to a bunch of other things, the power difference in Baldur's Gate 1 is substantially greater. On Legacy of Baldwin, I think the power difference will be in Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 2, I'm going to have a lot of mechanics available to me that are going to help out a lot. There's one sword in particular is going to be really useful. Actually, there's a couple of swords, I think. I think they're both swords, actually. That will give me the ability to reduce enemies' Thaco and to reduce enemy Thingamabobber. I'm actually just going to pop out here. I'm going to try to pull everything. Oh, shit, there's a trap there. Oh, that's not good. Wait for it, wait for it. There we go. Life is good. I'm so amused. Letting myself just cheese my way through this level is going to dramatically make things more fun for me. So, I'm gonna do it. I don't get any experience for any of this shit. So, might as well take full advantage. Oh, this trap is still here. Well, fuck my life. Oops, that was... Oh, there she is. Found her! I forgot that she was over here. So, she needs to pop over here. Let's see. That is such a huge dragon. I wish you fought dragons this size in the actual game. That would be so badass. I want to fight giant dragons like that. Okay, so... Stakes were made. I walked right into the trap. I'm like, oh wait, that looks familiar. Ah! So I guess you're just going to chill over here. Save the game, and... I just heard... I just dispelled the illusion off this Ashirukuru, but it's still invisible. So these are invisible via script. These are actually, like, impervious. Lovely. Okay, so... yeah, I do think that the developers of this game relied way too much on script hacking. See, like, I can't even see when it's attacking. So, I can't tell when it's actually moving toward me. Ugh. This is why you need a barbarian just for being immune to backstabs. What? The fuck just happened? What the hell was that? There's no way it was fast enough to get in behind me. What? Oh man, these are gonna be no fun. It just walked through the door. It literally just walked through the door. I know for a fact that thing literally just walked through the door. So I can't even use my hilarious strategy of uberness on these things. Interestingly enough, it also took like 5 damage from the fire. So they're clearly... like... this is weird. This is such a weird creature. I'm gonna write a complaint here, so Shikuru's initial visibility is not invisibility effect. And let's see here. What else? Can walk through doors. And they can walk through closed doors during their initial invisibility phase. As far as I can tell, because it took damage from the fire and then stabbed me, which means that it had to have just come through the door. Because if it was on this side of the door already, then it would not have... it wouldn't have taken damage, because it would be out of line of sight of the fire. So, like, if you can see, no matter how close I am to this door, I'm standing right here, the fire cannot hit me. Let's see, if I open the door while standing here... okay, open the door, I think I'm going to hit. I'm not going to get hit. So yeah, it was definitely on the other side of this door, because it can't get hit from this side of the door. No! So I did take damage from that. Weirdly enough, the range on that is inconsistent, because she was standing in the exact same spot. But you can't get hit from the other side of the door, because it doesn't have line of sight. And let's see, what am I going to do? So it's 12 o'clock, actually. So I think I'm actually going to probably end things here for now. Just because I'm interested in doing... I need to do a bunch of other stuff. And I'm in a weird headspace right now where I don't really want to clear out this whole dungeon. So, yeah. So we'll see how things go with that. Doing the just, fireball thing is actually kind of funny. And I was definitely enjoying that. One thing that might be kind of fun is to stick... I might want to do this before I end. Because we are approaching the time that I want to be ending for the day. Because I started up later than I should have started. Because I slept. I was sleeping in. Good old piercing. So I don't think we're going to have any issues with these things being able to hit me easily. So we're now just going to run back in and burn all the skeletons alive just for the hell of it. I think I'm going to clear this room with the fireballs too. The skeleton area is actually would be really easy for me to clear because they're just little skeletons. They don't have that much HP. But this is way more fun. Way, way more fun. Oh, nice. There's another one. Life is good. This gigantic pile right at the door. Okay, that is a lot of enemies. These natural 20s make me sad. Okay, are there any others that are following me? I don't think any others are following me right now. They might be. Because they might be coming from a different direction. They might be going around. They are. Nice. So that's 3 more down. Look at this giant pile of bodies. Oh, life is good. Okay. Oh, life is good. All those arrows. Dun, 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 dun. This is just how I should treat the Baldur's Gate series generally. It's just try to do silly nonsense to kill everything. It's too bad you can't usually kill things with environmental damage. Because that would be a lot of fun. To just use that as a general strategy. I'm actually going to grab these guys and pull them to the fireball chamber. Why do I only have one now? Oh, whoop. Oh shit. Natural 20s, man. Making life hard. Well, we can. I was definitely not expecting to get hit with my kite. That's fine though. Whee! Oh no. Yeah, this is on a 15, so that was really unlucky. Oh, fuck. Oh. That was close. That doorway got blocked. Oh, man. I'm happy that enemies can't unblock doorways. Makes my life better. Okay, so we have this cleared out now. And this area is actually reasonably easy to clear out for the most part. The only issue is the Ashirukuru things, which are basically there just to make people cry, as far as I can tell. They're really out of control. They're very, very out of control. Okay, so let's see here. We have the Elves Bane on. And we have -9 base AC. Save this. And we're going to see. What does the... That was a 19. And despite the fact that it was obviously attacking from the front, it does still get backstab damage. Fun fact. When you're invisible as a rogue, if you want to get backstab damage, you have to get behind the enemy to do a backstab. The AI does not need to get behind you to get a backstab off. So that was a 19. Can we get any more AC out of any of our effects? Is there anything we can do right now to do it? I can do... Oh, I guess I can do Protector from Evil. I don't know if they're evil, though. I mean, they should hypothetically be, right? They're monsters that try to murder you. Alright, so... Now's the point where we get to find out if these things can still go through walls. Why is it only taking 3 damage? Shouldn't it say a value for damage that's resisted? I'm going to check something. So do I have a fireball wand or something? Yes, I do. Okay. We're going to use, again, as our Scorcher. So it took damage, and it took 19 of the damage was resistant. So they are resistant to fire. It's just, for whatever reason, it's not showing that when they are taking damage from this normally. I don't know why. But that's fine. So the strategy for dealing with these things, because I do feel like just, you know, getting through this, because they're going to be continuously recasting invisibility and then retargeting on a different target, and it's all a whole hassle that I don't really feel like dealing with for the 1000th time, because I've played through Durlag's Tower so many times. I just don't want to deal with the Ashirukurus. But the nice thing is that I theoretically, once you purge the initial invis effect, they're not really that special anymore. They don't have any... They have the ability to go invis at will, I think, so they can use their invisibility. But that it's not the ridiculous invis that they start with, where it's just like, oh, well, this isn't actually an invisibility effect. This is just the fact that the enemy can't be seen by you. So it's invisible. Well, no. If it was invisible, you could purge it. So it's not invisible, it's just only sort of exists. So it's either real. No, it's invisible. Didn't you just say it wasn't invisible? I don't know what you're talking about. What? No. Jesus Christ. These crits, man. Alright, so we're gonna go grab this one. Oh, do I have my... Nope, that was just a natural 20. Alright, so there is a weapon here that we're gonna want. You know, Boots of Speed make this place a lot easier than it otherwise would be. Bum, ba-da-ba-da, bum, bum. And there we go. So we've got Hold Monster and Domination here. Both are good effects. Do we need Kieran Hale's hair? I feel like the answer is probably no. Come on. There we go. Zoop. Okay, so we can identify this now. This is a wizard slaying ball as axe. So it has Dispel Magic once a day. That's actually very good. The fact that it has Dispel Magic as a charge ability is something that I might need to use for one of the bosses that's upcoming. So, supposedly, Death Ward actually protects against one of the boss mechanics that I'm going to have to deal with later. And I was not under the impression that it actually did do something along those lines, but we'll find out. Alright, do I want to just pop through here now? But I figure we don't need to continue with those. So now we can start with this stuff over here. We're not ready for the thingamabobber. I think this is the ice one. So we're not going to do that one first. We're going to do these other ones first. Is there a chest over here? I think we are going to end things here for now because we're about to get into the chessboard, and the chessboard is going to be a difficult thing to deal with. So we are going to go ahead and just save the game, and that's going to be it for today. So we have finished one level of Durlags. We are about halfway done with this level of Durlags. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing like full-on... I don't think I have been, right? Doing full-on extermination of everything. So I'm going to be just continuing on. We're going to hopefully get done with Durlags reasonably soon. We can get all the shiny stuff out of Durlags, finish this up, then finish up another little side quest, and then we can finish up the game overall. I think we are mostly done with Baldur's Gate 1, and then we'll be able to start plowing into Siege of Dragonspear. So Siege of Dragonspear is going to be really rough, but we'll see how it goes. I do have, 4 party members that are chosen by me instead of just having to deal with random NPCs who forget their spells randomly between. I'm never going to forgive Nira for forgetting all of her spells. I don't know how she lost all of her spell book, but she lost her whole spell book, and that's annoying as hell. But never forgive, never forget. But yeah, so that's going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure streaming this for you today. I know I've been doing it very strangely. Like, this is not really how I normally play. I certainly don't just draw everything over here and have it pounded by fireballs. That is not my normal strategy. But I thought it would be fun, so I decided to do it. So, later folks.